Welcome to the Adam Hafiz and Ming Hao show. But in all seriousness, I'm Adam Hafiz.
I'm Ming Hao, and we are secondary school students.
Hi guys, we're the Useless Gang.
I am Jia Qi.
I'm Onn Cheng.
I'm Jing Huei.
Hi guys, I'm Chuah and this is my gang.
I'm Ron Lim.
And I'm Kah Vern.
I don't really have a routine. I usually go to school and then if I stay back then I do my homework. If I don't stay back then I go home and I still do my homework. Because we have a lot of homework, so we have to finish our homework.
Yeah, that's true. From 5 you get a lot of homework.
I would say I use probably 1 hour to complete my homework or any task that teacher has given, and 1 hour to just revise and think about what the teacher has taught on that day. Because
Sometimes I have training, and in the end we finish it off with some studies and of course sleep. But not studies all the time. Just like sometimes you have to maintain that consistency.
So I wake up earlier. I wake up at like 3 o'clock. Because I prefer studying in the morning than at night.
When I was in MSSM, I have to struggle a lot catching up my studies in those competitions because I'm busy with competitions on the first half of the year. I won around 3 goals in MSD. I got Sportman of the Year in MSD. I broke the 1989 record, which is surprising for me. Yeah, I almost broke the new record, which I failed by 1 second.
Step by step.
Yeah. So I have to like manage my time, I have to sacrifice certain areas, and also study even though I'm really tired after training. Normally I would study more near exams, of course. I will reduce my training times, of course, and also social life will become like 0%.
I also really lock my phone up during exam times because my phone is such a huge distraction and I cannot control myself. So if you really cannot control yourself, it's better to just give your phone to your mom or just lock it away for that exam week so that you don't get distracted easily.
I only study when I need to study, you know, because like sometimes I'll spend a lot of time on dance until I have no time for studies at all. So at that time, I'll just dance and dance and dance. But after that period when I need to study, then I'll study without dancing. Like now, I don't really dance anymore. So last year, she joined BTSC. BTSC is Berjaya Competition Challenge.
Yeah.
And she got gold. You know how much the trophy? It's like from my stomach until my head. Is it? Oh,
Kinda.
okay.
It's quite big lah. I mean, it's
Bigger
big.
than all of us.
Huge.
It's always better to like pay attention in class because it's easier to absorb whatever the teacher teaches you.
And you can remember what happened in class.
Yeah.
So you can do it during exams. And you see a question, it's like, hey, I remember that teacher said that the thing was really funny. Then you can remember what the teacher thought.
Paying attention in class is still okay, but catching up requires a lot of effort because if you just leave it there, then there goes your future topics because you won't understand. You cannot link everything up together.
And you wouldn't have any motivation. You'll be like, update.
So you have to like take the initiative to go look for teachers and like ask them to like reteach you, or you have to do the extra work and go study.
Go a little bit more than others.
I try to finish all my homework like in between classes, like when everyone goes out, because I feel like I don't really have time. Other than that, I'm lazy also sometimes. I do like MRSM papers or like SPB papers.
Yeah.
I don't really do past year papers though because I feel like the topic is already out and I don't really revise it.
True. I would do past year. I do past year. Cause
And all the state papers.
the state papers are quite tough actually. It's quite challenging. So sometimes if you feel like you're quite dumb, then you do the past year paper. Then you feel better about yourself. Then you can continue with your SPP.
Not done.
Even if you can't follow to a fixed timetable, you should at least maybe do one past year paper or just allocate 1 hour every day after school to do something related to academics so that you don't waste your time.
Sleep early and wake up early. And eat more fruit.
Like almonds. I like the environment lah. Yeah,
like they have lockers. Really, that's like, you know, back in primary school, they need to bring like the big bag with all your books inside. And yeah, it's a very conducive environment actually. Yeah.
KU is a really good place to like showcase your talents. You
Yes,
know? Not
yeah.
in many other schools.
Paramount Championship.
That's right.
Just now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the teachers in this school are really active also. Like the Indian teacher, they like to do the Indian dance during Teachers' Day. So yeah, the teachers are really funny.
I thought the students in KDU would be more arrogant, I would say, because I was actually really scared to go into KDU at first because, you know, KDU has high fees and most of the students there might have really rich family background. But actually, after a few years of staying in KDU and studying in KDU, I found out that most of the students are actually really friendly and really nice to each other and would help out each other when needed by putting aside the differences in wealth or anything. I'm really proud to say that the students and the society in KDU is actually much better than other schools I've seen.
But I love this
Like that.
school. So the reality actually met my expectations. So yeah.
Sure, I study those whatever I would study on that day before I sleep. I may use up my sleeping time, but then I would try my best to finish up everything that I need to do by the day before I go to sleep.
You have to pay attention in class.
Yeah.
That's number one. Like some people like study, go for tuition, go for seminar. For what? But they're sleeping in class. Like, hello, what are you doing? And we're going to KDU. It's not like the teachers coming in and like not teaching, right? They're actually teaching.
You should never like overstress yourself because like a lot of people, right, they work super hard. I've never seen anyone who works that hard and they don't actually get the results they want to get. Sometimes like they overstress themselves, like what you read it actually doesn't go into your brain. So it's like you won't get the effect.
Don't let anyone, be it your parents or any external sources,
your
influence
friends.
you. Yeah,
Your friends.
especially your friends. Alright. Do not let them dictate your outlook on life, and do not let them dictate what you want to pursue. Alright, because if you let that happen, you know, sometimes you might end up regretting. You know, always work at your own pace, and you know, improve yourself. Don't be influenced by what you see. Alright.
If you want to do it, you will do it.
Do something that you think will help you and do something that you think you'll be passionate about.
You should never give up.
Don't give up everything.
No matter how hard the subject is or how bad you are at that subject, I think if you work hard, you will get there one day. Like at maths, she went from what?
From like a fail to
From
an A plus,
G.
you know.
When you're about to reach that point, giving up, just turn back, look at how far you go through. Thank you.
Be very consistent. Honestly, for studying, you should start from the get-go. Even from the beginning of the year, you should start already, at least slowly, you know. Start doing some extra questions and then
Understanding instead of memorizing.
Make sure you understand everything. Don't kind of like science subjects, don't like until before the exam you're like, oh my god, I don't understand at all. At least if you understand somewhat, then before the exam you just refresh yourself, just like remember the terms, something like that.
I eat enough, I sleep enough as to study, so that I will have my good mind to study and strong mind also.
You drink water, okay? When you're in class, like, you feel tired, you drink water.
Drink water.
It really helps. You won't feel sleepy anymore.
Because I sleep every day.
Yeah.
Make sure you sleep enough. Because in Form 2, every time I go for exams, I always finish the paper fast, then I sleep. Not because I'm bored, it's because I really very tired. I didn't sleep the night before. And you know, I think that affects your performance lah. Like I will suddenly miss a few underlying questions, or suddenly there's a correction on the board and I didn't see it. I'm damn angry at myself, you know. So like, just make sure you sleep enough, and then you can focus during the exam.
For me, I think that like in this whole journey, you can actually break down a few times. Like you can cry a few times, but after you cry, you should
Pick yourself back up.
Yeah, you should pick yourself back up. Eat fruits, go jogging, do sports, sweat. Yeah, sleep early. The most important thing is to sleep early and you wake up early. You feel really fresh.
You're taking my heart
There's gonna be more coming.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Like, but don't subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe the channel.
No, it's
You get wrong, you get toxic. Never listen to wrong. There's no info all the time.
Make sure you support her.
Yeah, don't support him.
Yeah.
You like live face.
Support also.
Yeah.
You like live.
Wrongly.
Kah Vern was in MSS training, and he's also the academy excellence, right, in school.
Okay.